Okay, I'm in Winter Park, Fraser. Uh, I'm going to try to just capture this because this place up here holds a lot of memory for me. A lot of memory. And I haven't been here for 2 years, almost exactly 2 years ago when I sold the condo. To fund, my journey, my sabbatical. And part of it was to get myself out of, a fierce state of debt, and I didn't have a job, and I was like, what am I going to do? And then I was like, oh, wait, I have this resource. And I did. I sold it, and I haven't been back up here, but oh my God, I've got years and years and years of so many memories up here through a multitude of multiverse lifetimes of, God damn it, the woman that I was, the mother that I was, the scared little girl that I was, the explorer and the adventurer. I mean, oh God, I am on melancholy, nostalgia, blast from the past, trail of tears. And I'm just, letting I had no plans on where I was going to go, what I was going to see, what I was going to visit. I just, I knew I would just let myself figure it out. And here I am. And I am feeling it all. I drank a lot of wine up here. I drank a lot of wine up here. I yearned and I pined and I suffered a lot up here over many years of different, circumstances in my life. Before I even owned up here, I would come up here and, I luckily would get places from friends and stay with friends and hang out and do the things. And then I ended up manifesting a condo here. And then even before that, oh my God, there's just so much. There's so fucking much that has happened here. My life with Harry, our lives together, the ending of our lives in some aspects. Oh my God. Yeah. Whew. So I'm just feeling it. I'm just, I'm indulging in the memories, the feelings of, growth and inspiration and grief. So much grief and so much sorrow. And yeah, the wine, God, I'm going to some places that I used to go to a lot, for food, but really to drink, really just to drink. I would always be like, oh, and I would spend twice as much because I'm like, well, I got to eat if I'm here, but I'm going to go there because I want to drink, but I want to be social, but I want to, I'll eat too. Right. And, last night I went to this place and I sat inside and it was like kind of dark and it was vibey and it was one of my favorite places and it was happy hour and I loved happy hour at this place. I loved it. Couldn't wait. Always, there with a smile and late night even. So many good memories. I had great memories there. I had fun. And, just being in that vibe yesterday, I realized, I was like, wow, no judgment, but I don't even enjoy this vibe anymore at all. It was great. I got my food and then I was like, you know what? Let's just get a to-go box. I'm going to get out of here. Like, I don't need to be in this dark bar smelling, wine and just overhearing some of the conversations. I was there by myself and I took my earbuds out And, while people are there happying hour, most of the conversations were around, talking shit about other people or complaining about their job or their wife or, and it wasn't overtly, it wasn't angry, it wasn't assertive, but it's just kind of like catching the vibe. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's what alcohol did for me too. Like I would sit around with my friends during happy hour, and more often than not, we would be using that space to, misery loves company, right? Dig ourselves a little bitch stitch session, we're drinking, we're going to talk shit about people. Like and I'm not saying it was always like that. There was some fun laughter and some fun things and whatnot, but the underlying tone most of the time was gossip and, breaking others down, breaking down the system, just complaining. Like it just had a complaining kind of vibe to it. And that's what I have realized, that alcohol and wine, I was like, oh, I tolerated these dark, dingy places and that kind of vibration, that kind of conversation, because it's what I was like, oh, this is what we're doing. This is what we do. We go to happy hour and then we commiserate. and alcohol made being in that vibration easier or better. Both, right? So now I'm like, I just went to another restaurant this morning where I would drink copious amounts of mimosas, to go along with my food that I would order brunch. And this time, I didn't have any mimosas or drinks. And I got to tell you that I sat outside and I enjoyed the food so much. It was so delicious, so yummy. And I just felt so like in a completely different realm. Same place, same food, same menu, really the same menu. And, but such a different vibration for me. Such a different vibration. A space of, just, yeah, enjoying life. Not thinking about like, oh, am I going to get a second drink? Am I going to have another mimosa? Because, one might be good, but like, what if it runs out before I'm done eating? And how long am I going to stay here? And then, I would inevitably always have two. Like, it would be rare. And then, I would start chatting with people and I would have fun. Like, so I would have fun. Like, that's the thing is, but then I would want more. And I'm like, well, now it's in my system. So, do I have a bottle of wine at home, or where are we going to go to? What's the next stop? What's the next stop? And, it was rare for me to go to brunch and have some drinks and then just not continue that on, for the rest of the day. It's like, well, now got a buzz going. You don't want to fucking lose it. I don't want to lose the buzz. Let's just keep tweaking and enhancing the buzz. And I did. I was good at enhancing the buzz. And for the most part, I could ride that wave. I could be fun and laughing. And like, we had a great time. Most of the time, it was a great time. But then the consequences of much of that, just went unnoticed. They got put by the wayside. They got shushed, and where I was in life, and the relationships that I was in, the pain and the struggle and the yearning and the longing and the desire that I was in it. And drinking, I thought at the time, was like, this is what I need. I'm in I'm in a heartbroken space. This relationship is hard. I'm a single mom. I just bought a condo. I got to make money. I've got the stress of the world on the weight on my shoulders. This is my happy place. I deserve this. This is my happy place. I deserve this. And I did deserve it. I did deserve it. It just, I was missing things and I was tolerating things. I was numbing. I was comfortably numb. Like the Pink Floyd song, I was comfortably numb. Oh, that song. Oh, man. The lyrics of that song. So here I am on a trail that I've walked many, many times and almost probably always with a roadie. But you're my roadie now. This is my roadie. This is my roadie. So beautiful. Hi. So, I feel drunk on life. I feel drunk on life. I was like having such a beautiful experience with the waitress this morning at this place. And she was so sweet and nurturing. And she was like, how's the food? Is it like you remember? And I'm like, it's better. It's better than I remember. Because the food was an afterthought before. And now I'm enjoying the nourishment that I'm putting in my body. And yeah, I'm so grateful. So grateful that I'm awake from that fuckery, that trap. That, yeah, it was a trap. It was a trap. It was a trap. I was like, oh, I love this nature and I'm up here and look how lucky I am. But I always was saturating it with a little bit of booze. A little bit of booze, and nothing was ever this sparkly. It was never this good. It was never this good. I promise you, if you are watching this and you even have just an inkling of, I wonder if alcohol's blocking me from anything. You might be having fun with it. You might be having fun with it. But if there's any question that it might be blocking you from something, that it might be failing, hindering, just a little bit of a veil between you and this and life. I was thinking that, I was starting at the end, my rock bottom. I was starting to, at the end, have this realization. I was having this realization towards the end of my drinking that, like, something's wrong here because I'm not feeling the joy in life. Like, there is no experience here that's giving me joy and completion. And I was noticing that I was very much chasing the drink because that's what I associated with fun. I associated drinking with connection, with, hey, hi. I was associating drinking with having fun, with connecting, with socializing, with friendship. And then I was like, I need a drink for every little fun thing in my life. And then it just became a trap. It became, this constant, need for a sidekick. Rosé all day. Mom, it just, everything, my whole life was fun revolving with a drink. And again, I'm not judging myself anymore, and I'm not judging others, because I'm just saying that, like, if you are having any sort of questions, any sort of question in your head, wow, like, shit, am I better than this? Is there something better than this for me? Am I tolerating life? Am I tolerating things? Or am I a full fuck yes to everything that I am doing? Or does alcohol help buffer and create a lubricant to making, this other shit a little bit more sparkly? Because if you think that, I'm here to tell you that it will be much sparklier, much more brilliant, much more palatable, much more fun. It's the fun changes. The fun changes. The fun changes. And you will be delighted. You will be surprised. Promise you. I promise you. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. You will be delighted. All right, let me get back to my journey. Cheers.